welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing some scary stories, and I tried to film this video already once and it did not work out, so I'm going to try to remake it. Okay, so he says, good evening, right through the doors, please enjoy the show. Okay. Alright, so insurance. Alright, let's go. Alright, so there's the girl. Dan and Melanie were getting married in a week. They invited their best friends over to Melanie's house for a party. Melanie still lived in her childhood home, which was always their favorite place to hang out. They started talking about their favorite childhood game, hide and seek. They decided that they just had to play, and Dan was picked to be the seeker. Dan began counting to 100 as everyone ran from the room to hide. Dan finished counting. Ready or not, here I come, he yelled loudly. Okay. He went through the house looking for all of his friends. He looked everywhere, was having a hard time to find anyone. I bet you no one's gonna be able to be found. Okay, he finally found Jarrell in the kitchen pantry eating pretzels. Literally me. Dan and Jarrell went back to the living room and yelled for everyone to come out. Imagine just no one. Oh, okay, everyone came running back in the living room. They were having so much fun. They all started talking about their hiding and laughed, or where they were hiding. After a few minutes, they noticed Melanie wasn't there. Oh, Melanie, where you at, sis? Everyone began shouting her name. Melanie, you can come out now, but there was no answer. Uh-oh. They were all getting nervous now. Okay, let's split up and look for her, Dan said. They all agreed and went to look for Melanie. Melanie, you best come out. Okay. So they're looking through doors and stuff. They searched every square inch of the house but could not find Melanie. She's looking under the bed. He's looking in the pantries. Jarrell and Grace even looked in the attic. Melanie was nowhere to be found. What is that? Is that a punching bag? Melanie's parents just got home from their night out. Dan told them everything. Dang, are she going to camp or the red carpet or something? Night out. That's a red carpet outfit. An hour already passed, so Melanie's parents decided to call the police. The police searched the entire property and questioned everybody, but there was no sign of Melanie anywhere. She must be good at hiding. They made a full report and put out a APB. There was nothing else that they could do at this time. They slowly left the house. Slowly? What do you mean? No. No one ever saw or heard from Melanie again. Dan blamed himself, thinking that Melanie just didn't want to marry him, so perhaps she ran away. Oh no. Poor guy. 15 years later, Dan was a very successful architect, but he never got over Melanie. Then one day, Dan's mother called. She told him that Melanie's parents were selling the house. His heart was broken, but then she told him something terrible. Uh-oh, the next one is going to be the something terrible. She told him that when Melanie's parents brought in the moving company to pack all the things up, they found something. Uh-oh, I know it's going to be her body. In the basement, they found a very heavy trunk, and Melanie's parents unlocked it and opened it. They found Melanie inside. That was where she was hiding. The trunk lid must have been locked when she got inside. Dan collapsed and began to cry. The one place that they did not check was the basement. No one had ever hid there before. Oh no, poor guy, he's crying. Oh my gosh, I thought that was a part of the thing or something. Dan imaged poor Melanie calling out from inside the trunk. Dan, help me, Dan. But Dan never came because he couldn't hear her. Oh my gosh, literally imagine. Dan has nightmares about Melanie in the trunk. All of the time he can hear her screaming for him to help her. Wait, can you open it? I hope we don't have to see. Oh my gosh. Dang, that's cool. Oh my gosh. Nice. That was a really good one. Alright, what does he have to say? We hope you enjoyed the show. You can step through the doors to re-enter the theater or X to leave the game. Alright, that was a really good one. I think I've heard something like that before, but with The Bride and the books I used to read, but that was really cool. Okay, so on to the next one. Okay, so I found one. It's called The Passenger. And I think this one will be really cool. I don't really know. I've never seen this one before. It said these are all new. So I'm excited. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Oh, right there. Right there. Oh, I saw red. Okay. Right here. Okay. The Passenger. Maggie was so excited to be going to her senior dance at the high school, she could hardly contain herself. As soon as she was ready, she grabbed her sweater and ran out of the front. The girls would be by to pick her up soon. Before she knew it, the girls were there. She jumped into the car and off they went. Party, can I come too? Please? Please? Okay. Everyone was so excited. They rushed into the school, and went straight to the gymnasium to see the decorations. So cute. The decorations were wonderful, and everyone was having a great time. Look at her getting her punch. I want to dance. Can I dance? Will it let me dance? Look. Yee. Okay. After a while, Maggie found herself alone. No one asked her to dance or paid any attention to her. Oh, she was sad. She decided to leave the dance and walk home alone. Is she gonna get kidnapped? Maggie never felt so alone. The walk was long and scary. As Maggie began to cross the street at the town bridge, a car came racing past and almost hitting her. Okay. I think that's going to be important later. I don't really know. By the time Maggie crossed the bridge, she was feeling very sad and sat down on a log for some rest. After a few minutes, another car pulled up and stopped. A man got out and walked over to Maddie to check on her. Is he going to be a kidnapper? She told him that she wasn't feeling well. Yeah, and he said that he would drive her home if she wanted. She accepted and got into the car. Okay, he seems nice, so I don't really... She told him about the dance and what happened. He tried to cheer her up as best as he could. He was a very nice man. Okay, so he's not the problem. Maggie was home. The man wished her well and told her to feel better. Maggie thanked him and drove off. Alright. After the man got home, he realized that Maddie had left her sweater in the car. Oh my goodness. Literally, the book I read had this exact plot. I know what's gonna happen at the end. Like, I haven't seen this yet, but I used to read these scary storybooks and whenever I was younger, and like, yeah, and this story was in it. He thought that he would drop it off in the morning on his way to work since he was too late. It was too late right now. The next morning, the man went to Maggie's house and dropped off the sweater. An old woman answered the door. That's her mother. Just saying, if y'all didn't know. She seems so sad. Ooh, but she rocking that pixie cut. Okay, let's go. He told her that he'd given Maddie a ride the night before she had left a sweater in the car. She looked very sad and started at the sweater. This was Maggie's sweater, all right. She took it to the high school dance with her. Okay, but whoever you drove home last night wasn't Maggie. Maddie died when she was hit by a speeding car on the town bridge. That was over 50 years ago. Oh, y'all, I knew that wasn't going to be the end. I think they switched up the story a little bit from whenever I wrote it. Oh, and he's just shocked. Alright, is there going to be another jump scare? Ah, okay. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so we did that one. Golden arm. That looks very terrifying. Not excited for that. Okay. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the show. You can step through the doors and re-enter the theater. Press X to leave the game. Alright, so let's go back to the theater. Okay, and I want to thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you're probably not watching this at night, because I'm watching it at night. I pre-made this video, so it's not actually me doing it. Haha. Jinx ja. Dab. But I hope you enjoyed, and make sure you subscribe if you want to. That would be very nice. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.